Hallo, welkom to Judy Has Plans. I'm Judy with Judy Has Plans. You can find me on Instagram and YouTube under Judy Has Plans. And so welcome today. Today we're going to be working on my catch-all planner for June 2 through the 8th. I will be gone this week. I will be in Vegas. And so let's take it off the discs. No, I haven't done my monthly yet. Flop that down on the ground. Let's put this. Is that pretty centered? Okay. So I'm going to be gone this week. We're going to use, I printed out some Vegas stickers off my Cricut and just got them off of Creative Design. And I'm going to be using Mojo Jojo's Plans, the autumn boxes, because it's got some browns and some golds, and we can do some black or red, kind of Vegas colors. So let's get started. Let me see what I can find for the sidebar. Let's see. What color might I want? Could do that gold. I like that. I don't want foil. Usually like a long one. I use the sidebar one for kind of my brain dumping for what I need to be looking forward to in the next coming week. Sometimes just things that I need to work out. So I'm really thinking I want the orange. I think it's going to either be this green. What do we think? Do I have any Vegas people out there? Maybe this brown. Yeah, let's go with the brown. Okay. So I'm just going to put this down here. Try and get this as straight as I can. Gonna line that up there. And hope I've got it down. Looks pretty good to me. A little bubble right there. Come on, work it out. There we go. Got it out. Okay. So let's put a quote down here. What do we think? Today's forecast, Las Vegas with a chance of drinking. So we are actually going out there. I usually go out there twice a year. I have an elderly aunt and uncle that live out there, and I am their last living relative on the earth. So they're elderly, and I try to go out there. They live outside of Vegas, and so I try to go out there every 6 months and check on them. And this time, I usually go in April, but I thought, well, if I push it back to early June, it'll be my youngest son's 21st birthday. And so we can just kind of kill two birds with one stone, as it would say. And so we are going to be out there for his birthday. And a couple of his sisters, one's coming over from California with her kids, and his other sister's flying in from Virginia with her daughter. So he will have lots of family around him. And so that's kind of what we're doing. Okay, we are flying Tuesday morning. It's going to be a quick turnaround. I know. One of my friends thinks I'm absolutely nuts for doing this. But we are flying out Tuesday morning. And for us here in Germany, it's a long flight. It's like a 11-hour flight, nonstop. So we will be back Saturday afternoon. So yeah, kind of a really quick turn and burn, but gotta do what I can do. Gotta work around everybody else's schedules. And so that's what we could do. That's what we came up with. And I may be jet lagging the week after, but that's what's gonna happen. So let's use a header box and just put it right here. And I will write Vegas on that. Oh, let me grab a pen. Okay. Let's write Vegas, baby. So yeah, we're gonna, okay, so that's that. I know Monday I need a box. I have an appointment with my chiropractor before I'd be cramped up in an airplane seat for hours on end. Ugh, not looking forward to it, but such is the joys of traveling, huh? Let's do a green one. Yeah. Oh, someday I'll win the lotto and I can just travel everywhere for first class. Won't that be amazing? Till then, my body will be angry at me, but I guess I'll just go and see my chiropractor when I get back. So, we've got some things planned. His actual birthday is Tuesday, so we will be going. We've got reservations at. So we've got Tuesday night we have reservations at one of the rooftop bars there, and so we will be doing that. Okay, put a little birthday hat there, and then let's do maybe some balloons for that night. And I thought I saw, this is the Happy Planner. Just a little mini, I don't even know what they call these. Just, it's got little extra, oh, here we go. Cheers. Cheers to being 21, child. Okay, let's do that. Super. So let's put maybe right here, I can put in, oops, this outline of the state of Nevada. And then I can always write in there. Oops. Don't tear on me. Please don't tear. Okay, thank you. Okay, I'm gonna have to do this around like this, because, oh shit. So yeah, my aunt that lives out there, she's a crack up. She's 87 years old. Still walks about 5 miles a day across the desert with her friends, and really early in the morning. I think I want my white pen to wipe that out. I'm going to use my Jelly Roll whiteout pen to just white out that extra line, I hope. Oh, is this pen going to be a problem? Hold on, let me get another one. Okay. Sorry for that. I'm not pausing it because I'm kind of under the gun to get this done. And this one's not going to work either. This is just wonderful. Okay. Let's try the Uniball Signa. Is that going to work for me? Oh. I'm going to scrap piece of paper over here so I can get it started. Looks like the ink doesn't want to start yet. Okay, anybody got a trick for how to get the ink started? Hit me up and let me know, because this is not... Okay, I'm not going to waste any more of your time doing this. I will wipe that out when I'm off camera. Oh wait, here's another one. Maybe this one will work. Yay! Okay. That one's a little better. Okay, I will fix that up when I get off camera. Anyways, yeah, so my aunt, she's a crack up. She still rides her four-wheeler. A little nerve-wracking. But, you know, she's keeping young. So I have to let her do what she wants to do. Okay, so let's get back to boxes. This will probably just be a lot of maybe memory planning when I get back home, because I'm sure I will have lots of thoughts about what we've been doing. We are staying at the Caesars Paris. Pretty excited about that. It's a nice, I really like it. But yeah, that's where we will be staying. And I will be getting up each of these mornings to go out to visit with my aunt and uncle, because, you know, they're older, so they get up at an earlier time. My older children will probably be sleeping in, because I'm sure they will be sleeping off the night before. So we will just let them do that, and I will go out and visit with my aunt and uncle, and then come back and spend the afternoon in town with the kids, either poolside, or I know my one daughter is wanting to go to, she's wanting to go do some kayaking out at Lake Mead. And my aunt and uncle actually live closer to Lake Mead than they do the city of Vegas. So we'll have to see. She may have to ride out with me one morning. And let's see. Let's do one of these brown boxes up here. Yeah. And so, what else do we have? What other colors do I want to bring in here? Interesting. I'll bring this red in. Maybe up here. do this gold. Maybe I'll win some gold. Wouldn't that be nice? That would be amazing. I would love to win some gold. But I used to always say when I grew up in Southern California, and we went to Vegas a few times a year. And I used to always laugh and say that the only people that ever won were the old ladies. And I used to say, God smiles on old people. I'm like, well, I'm old now. God should be smiling on me. I should be able to win something, right? Yeah, maybe. We'll see. Oh, we have to use this one because being from Southern California, we are in and out people. If you know, you know. If you're from Texas, you're probably a Whataburger person. But we are in and out people. And so the boys are looking forward to getting their in and out fix. Because we do not have in and out here in Germany. So, in case you didn't know, in case you're new to me, we are a military family living over here in Germany. And we've lived here about 12 years. And have a couple more years to go at this point. My husband was active duty and then retired out here. And then took a GS position here. And so that's what's keeping us in Germany. And the youngest two boys have lived here over half their lives. They were 10 and 7 when we brought them over. And they are now 21 and almost 24. So they both work on base. And the youngest one is still taking college classes. So that's what we're doing here. So I'm going to use some washi tape, just kind of add some pop around with some washi, if I can figure out. I think this is Planty-Thing washi. I'm pretty sure it is. All my grid is Planty-Thing washi. And I love her washi, but for some reason this one just doesn't want to show me where it starts. It feels like right there. Come on, are you there? Maybe this way. Ah, this way. Ha ha ha. Oh, there we go. We have liftoff, children. Okay. Well, kind of getting this messed up here. Come on, Judy. You can do this. Okay. Now I got a good start on it. Okay, that's got a couple messed up spots, so we'll just rip that off. Okay. Let's do maybe some across here. What do we think? Adds a little color up there. Okay, and let's do yes, I have some stuck to my fingers. Maybe down in this corner, add a little something. A little something, something. Where'd my cutter go? Here it is. Okay. Okay, and we'll do that. And then we've got this brown one too. Should we do maybe a little squatch right there? Just to add a little contrast. What do we think? Okay. All right, there's that. Let's get some more boxes on the other side. Throw that off to the side. Let's see. What do we want to do? This one here? Or slot machine? That's a big slot machine. Oh. I will probably be crying when we leave Vegas because I do miss the sun. Germany doesn't always get a lot of sun. we're still holding on to spring here. We had some warmer days this weekend, but we got some afternoon thunder showers. We were actually out on the bike yesterday afternoon. And when I looked at the forecast before I left that morning, it was not showing me thunderstorms. But sure enough, out on the bikes, and we got caught in a thunderstorm. And I was drenched. We had to duck into a little pub guest house. And I felt so bad because I was just dripping wet. This poor man's floor. So we sat in there and had a pizza and a beer. Waited for the thunderstorm to go by so we could get back on our bikes. And then we ended up back in our village at that point, when the storm finally cleared. And so we kind of headed back for our village, and we knew there was, I don't know, something, this little festival. It was, I think, something like a fundraiser for a club organization. And it was going on in Fred's Barn is what it translated to on my app. So I'm like, well, let's go to Fred's Barn and check out Fred's Barn and see what's happening there. So we did, and it was fun. We ran into the cousins of somebody I have met through the village who grew up here, and she now lives back in Minnesota. But we have become friends, and she saw my post on Facebook about the village Christmas tree. I posted a really pretty picture of it in the snow. And so she reached out and she said, that used to be my bus stop. And I said, oh, that's cute. So we have become friends. And so she comes to visit like once a year, and she'll actually be coming in Wednesday while I'm gone. But she'll be here for 3 weeks, so I'll catch up with her afterwards when I get back. But yeah, she and I have become friends. It's really a fun relationship, fun friendship that, never would have probably met my horizons if I just hadn't posted that random picture of the Christmas tree. So we absolutely need a what happens in Vegas quote. So yeah, ran into her, took a picture, sent it to her of me with her cousins. Her cousins are older, they're in their 70s. So, yeah, she was very excited to see that we were able to meet up and hang out, and it was kind of fun. So, yeah, there's that. I think I want to put some lines in down here. This is my Happy Planner template. Let's put some lines. I'll probably have some lists I need to make when I get back. It's going to be a hectic time when I get back, because I get back on Saturday afternoon. The next Tuesday, I am taking the train over to Paris with some friends. There's a high-speed train that goes from our area here in Germany over to Paris. It takes about 2.5 hours to get into Paris. We are right on the border of Germany and France. So it takes us about 2.5 hours, so it's a fun trip. So some of the girls and I from my Empty Nesters group are going to go over and spend a couple days in Paris, because as many times as I've gotten over to Paris, I have not done the Palace of Versailles, and a few of them hadn't done it either. So we would like to go over and do that. So, trying to think what else I want. I kind of think I want another box up there. Maybe this green one up here. Might have to lift that up. Can I lift that up? Should be able to. Maybe. Maybe. Let's find the right tool. Got lots of tools over here. We'll just find the right one that wants to work for me. Come on, be my friend. Be my friend, be my friend. Okay. Yay. Okay, we did it. There. That's nice. Do we want to put this craps? Yeah, let's put that down there. So what else? Yeah. It's kind of busy, and then hopefully, well, I mean, not hopefully, I would love to travel all my life if, it was, if I was rich, or not. So, I have to sneak my trips in when I can. And luckily, over here, one of the joys about being over here, one of the reasons we've stayed over here so long, is that it is relatively inexpensive to travel country to country here. We have some discount airlines, and if you know how to pack, you know, in a overnight carry-on situation, and you know, you just go for 2 or 3 days and get the feel of a city, and you know, kind of explore it. And you know, sometimes you want to go back and see a little bit more, and sometimes, you know, 2 or 3 days is enough. Okay, I saw that city, I'm good. So it's pretty inexpensive to do that, because once we're already in Europe, that's the biggest expense of traveling in Europe, is getting to Europe. And then once you're in here, it's relatively easier, and you can find some deals. So, okay, I think that's what it's going to be for the week. So, this is my catch-all planner. It's a happy planner. No, this is not a happy planner. Excuse me. This is a Cal of a planner. Sorry, Cal. So anyways, it is the classic style, but it is a Cal planner. And it is my catch-up planner. So, I'm going to go ahead and put it back in my planner. Put it back on the disc. Oops. Open it up, and there it is. There is my week. So hopefully you can see that. Let me get that back in. Okay. So yeah, so there's my week, and I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you will follow me on YouTube. It's Judy Has Plans. Hit the subscribe, the like, share button, comment. Give me some questions. I'd love to hear some questions from you. I'm also on Instagram at Judy Has Plans. So find me there, and have a good week. Bye.